So today we're talking about cleaning your makeup brushes. Is cleaning your makeup brushes going to give you glowing skin? How often should you clean your makeup brushes? What should you clean your makeup brushes with? And what if you didn't clean your makeup brushes? What would happen? So today that's what we're talking about. Welcome to my channel, Joni Loves. My name is Joni. Please hit that subscribe button and that bell. That would be so cool. So here's the thing. If we didn't clean our makeup brushes, what would happen to the brushes? Okay, so we're painting on our foundations, our liquid foundations. Okay, we're putting on our blusher, or highlighter. Maybe we're brushing on concealer. And that is building up the product in here, especially if it's a wet product with oil in it. What can happen is then you're taking off, as you're doing this, your own dead skin cells. That's in the brushes, dead skin cells, and a few other things as well, apart from debris and bacteria. You'll have little mites. Could be quite a few wee mites because, you know, we have got bacteria on our faces. I have told you that before and I'm telling you again. Most of us have got bacteria on our skin, living happily on our faces, but we've also got these Demodex mites. These are the little mites that can live in the bottom of your eyelashes. You know, they live in a hair follicle, and these little mites feed off of dead skin build up in the hair follicle, and also sebum, you know, the oil, your own natural oil. So those mites, so you might see, if you put this brush under a microscope, you might see a living, living families on this. So that's a good reason why we want to make sure the brushes are cleaned. Not only that, but if we kept putting on dirty brushes and used that for application, all you're doing is putting that back on, that bacteria back onto the skin, the dead remains of the mites onto the skin, all of that, and that can cause irritation, 100%. It will cause your skin to become sensitive. All these things can cause free radical damage, which gives you premature aging, and we don't want that, do we? No, we don't want that. So you have to clean your brushes. You have to. And I'm going to talk about a couple of ways how to do that. The first thing is, for an easy one, okay, a gentle soap. Now I'm just giving you an idea. I get these things to hand, but this is one method, okay? So this is baby shampoo or this is baby bubble bath. And I put that in with lukewarm water into a basin. And then literally I get the brush and get it and really make sure it's got lots of the soapy, gentle soap around it. So we're going to use gentle soap around this. Now what you have to be careful of what you have to be careful of is this bit here where the joint is, because we really don't want to saturate in there with water or lukewarm water, because we don't want to aggravate the glue. These bristles are glued inside this holder, so we really don't want to damage this in here. So we're really focusing on the bristles and cleaning the bristles, right? So we're doing that and making sure we're really cleaning it out and then rinsing it thoroughly. Okay, rinsing it thoroughly, and then I like to, after I've rinsed it thoroughly, make sure I dry the excess with kitchen towel. Okay, kitchen towel. I also, after I've done that, I want to make sure it's nice and the shape is right. Okay, so to make sure all the bristles are back into the proper shape, and then drying it on some sort of counter where it's lying over the counter, you know, so that it's not drying. They're not drying like that, they're drying just like that on a counter. Just that will keep them really going to be formed the right way. The brush is going to be then formed to the original form that it was. Right, that's one way to clean your brush. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about the way that I really prefer, and this is so much fun to use this. So this is StylPro. Okay, bottle of fluid, you get this little bowl, and you get these things here that the brushes can fit in, and you get this battery StylPro thing. So what I've done is I found this nozzle that fits on to the holder here, that actually the brush can sit nicely in. It is easy when you do it and you get used to it. And then using the liquid, and I'm going to show you, this is so cool, putting the liquid in. This liquid is made It's actually a vegan liquid, which I quite like, vegan makeup brush cleaner. Put some liquid in. It is vegan and it's got no alcohol, it's alcohol free. And then I'm going to put the brush in it. Okay, I'm going to let you see what happens. It's quite fun. So there's a little button here, putting it on and then swirling it round, and you'll see that clear water's becoming discoloured because it's cleaning the brush. This is really good for the brushes that you use to put on your foundation, because it's really going to clean it properly. Now what I like about this is once I've done this and given it a minute or so, I then pull it up and I let it dry, okay, free of the liquid. So it's drying free of the liquid for another minute or so. And then, lovely clean brush. It's lovely and clean. And then just putting it in the right shape and drying it like that. But it's nearly dry just now. That's what I really like about this method. And you've got the dirty mites and the dirty bacteria and the debris in that fluid there. So this is StylPro by Tom Pillaroo. I think he was one of the guys that was on The Apprentice, but I loved this and I met him at an exhibition and I thought this was a really cool thing that he brought out. I really like it, but I like it because the brush is almost dry, right? And it's cleaned it beautifully, and it's cleaned it in such a way that I haven't dipped this bit in, this joint into the fluid. It's only the bristles that's been in. So it's a great way trick, that, isn't it? So that's a smashing way to do your brushes. Okay, so what about replacing makeup sponges? Now I'm going to say about the makeup sponges that you get. You get these makeup sponges in a bulk buy bag, don't you? You can get them anywhere. You get them in Walmart, you get them in Asda, all these Superdrug here in the UK. You can get these anywhere, these bulk buy makeup sponges. Well, if you get the bulk buy ones, they can be used and literally thrown in a bin. That's them. They've done a job, and they really are great to use. But here's one, a beauty blender, and these are great. I haven't cleaned it. I've used it today. I will clean it later, I promise. But these are great because these are like antimicrobial, so they're made that way. So beauty blenders are really good. Great for when you've put on, say, a highlighter or something and you want to press roll into the skin. It's really, really good. Really good for that. Just makes it look more natural, your makeup application. I love a beauty blender. If you haven't tried one, you must try them. What's good about these is these will last for about 3 months. You just need to cleanse it again because they're porous. And this is the same as the brushes. The brushes are porous and they need cleaned. Well, it's the same with the beauty blender's porous too, and it needs cleaned, and you really need to do that several times a week. So makeup brushes really should be cleansed really once a week. Okay, if you're applying makeup several times a week, you really need to be cleansing your brushes definitely once a week, 100%. Okay, to get rid of those little mites and stuff like that. Do it once a week. The beauty blenders, I think you should cleanse this quite clean, really 3-4 times a week, definitely. Okay, so what else can I tell you about when to throw away your brushes? When do you throw away your brushes? Now, if your brushes start to shed, okay, and they don't keep their shape, you really have to throw them away then. Always remember that makeup is really, the application of it is just as important as the look that you want or the actual makeup that you're using. The application is key. It really is, you know, and you have to make sure you're really got the good brushes to go with it. These are Urban Decay ones I use. Urban Decay, I'll put a link down below. This is the one I use to apply my liquid foundation. I really love it. It's Contour Definition F109, and it's got the slant. And when I'm applying my foundation, I literally put the foundation in my hand and tap a little bit and a little bit at a time, because it's really great and it makes it look pretty natural looking. And less is more, and you know that as we get older, less is more. And we're just talking about makeup here. So throw away your old brushes, get some new ones. Okay, I'll put a link to below where I got this one from for you to have a look at. But remember, you know, when you get good at doing using brushes for your makeup, you will look much more natural. Your makeup will go on finer, and it will look like, you know, some days if you really get good at it, it looks like you hardly get anything on. And that's the look we want, isn't it? We want to be, oh, I look as if I'm like this all the time. So I hope that was fun for you and you got some few tips from that, or you got a few tips from that. So take care, have a great week, and lovely to see you.